you ever hear about the Great Transformation?
Yeah, I think. What was that again?
It started about 300 years ago in England with the turning of public lands into private property. And it changed the way we think, the way we view time and land and water and even people. It turned them into units, commodities to be bought and sold and therefore exploited.
Yeah, but what is bought and sold is constant. That's never gonna change.
You know what, Sarah? That is absolutely incorrect. Society needs to approve of the things to be turned into commodities before they can be bought or sold. People can be bought or sold, correct? That did happen. As horrific and diabolical as that may sound, it's a fact.
Yeah, and still slavery happens in some countries today.
Regrettably true. But why is it that in Western society we no longer buy and sell people?
Because it's immoral and it's wrong in all aspects.
Oh, well, is it wrong to sell water? What about air? Would it be wrong to sell air?
Air, come on, man. You can't sell air.
No?
Well, what if they can't afford it,
There's lots of people all around the world that can't afford much water. And what happens?
I don't know.
They die. This is so far-fetched, Sarah. You can sell water, but you can't sell air? Think about it. I'll take the next caller. Hello, this is Jack Bogosian. You're on the air.
The name's Charlie.
Hello, Charlie. Good morning.
Morning. I want to know when we're going to talk about the real truth.
What truth is that, Charlie?
About the aliens taking over the White House.
The aliens taking over the White House.
You know it, Jack.
You mean illegal aliens, Charlie?
No, you're making light. Extraterrestrial beings are a real threat to our way of life, Jack.
Only if you exchange bodily fluids with them, Charlie. I'm not, are you?
No.
Then we're doing our part. Thanks for calling. Last call. This is Jack Bogosian. You're on the air.
Hey, man, it's Van from Oakland.
Hello, Van from Oakland, California. Thanks for the call.
Question, Jack.
Yes.
Why did you quit?
Why did I quit what?
The agency, dude. Everybody knows.
Why did I quit?
Yeah.
Well, Van, when you can't affect change from within, I mean positive change, you have an obligation, if you're at all conscious, to get out and try other things. That's what I'm doing.
Other things? You mean like ways to affect change?
Yes.
You think people want to hear the truth, man, but they don't. They want sound bites, celebrity gossip, scandal, you know.
This is true. The news doesn't have to be truthful anymore, just entertaining.
Nice. You know, our values are eroding. Our morals. What are we doing here, man?
The real question is, what are we really after? Is there some ultimate end? Or we are just into some sort of endless pursuit of nothing more than pleasure?
What do you think?
I believe there's meaning to it. To our lives. That's what I believe.
Meaning? Like what?
I haven't earned that answer yet.
Well, keep up the good work until they shut you down, dude.
Oh, they're not gonna shut me down, man.
Oh, yeah, they will. The CIA's suing you, right?
Rumors. And I hate to break it to you, but the CIA does not sue.
What do they do then?
They have several other options. But I'd welcome my day in court. You think they would? Think about it. Thanks for the call. One last thought. Sometimes it seems like a bleak picture. But it really isn't. Because the basic nature of mankind is good. And if you don't believe me, go on the subway, on the bus at rush hour, take a good look around, look at the people. Black, brown, red, yellow, white. They're all coming home from an honest day's work. And they don't do it for the money, because their jobs are paying them very little. But they do it for their families. They do it for the ones they love. And you can see it. And you can feel it. You can see it in their tiredness, in their resignation, and you can feel it in their commitment. Their commitment to their families. This is Jack Bogosian. Good night. Good morning.
Can you make reservations for Claire Van House and I? At that new French restaurant for 2, you know the one.
At 2?
No, for 2, at 1.
But the ribbon cutting ceremony at the hospital won't be over by then.
Oh, it won't?
No.
I'll make it 2 for 2.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. So, yes, Quebec is very pleased to have funded this new wing dedicated to children's cancer research. And in addition to this wing, Quebec has also funded a hospice for the out-of-town parents, which will allow them extended stays with the children during ongoing treatment. So, thank you, everyone. To our future, the children.
How much is Quebec paying to the South African government to privatize the water system? Did your British school take a sign to deal despite that?
Mr. Stop! The company killed my family, killed my entire town, poisoned them, then shot the survivors. You will remember them.
I presume I have your attention now, Miss Winter. My country, and many others in South America, are in the war for water rights. Who knows of this? Few, as it is not happening in New Orleans or New York. The noise you hear is gunfire. Children, women, and men are being gunned down outside Taique, Ecuador. I recorded it. I saw it. In Agua, a local subsidiary of Clearback, your family's company, installed a water purification system for Taique and the surrounding area. The system did not purify, just the opposite. A very bad form of typhus emerged in the town. Francisco Francis broke into the Inagua office. Clearback's own report stated what was happening and how they were involved.
Puedes ayudarlos. Tenemos que irnos ahora mismo.
Siempre hay algo que usted puede hacer.
Los muertos están muertos. Podemos ayudar a los que se fueron, pero mira lo que tienes en tus brazos. Francisco, no puedo vivir sin ti otra vez.
Estamos juntos. Por siempre, para siempre.
The army, Clearback's partner in Ecuador, moved into my town and quarantined the area. They had orders to find Francis and kill any residents that were trying to get out. No one knew what to do with the sick and the dying. Then the soldiers began to get sick. They began to execute everyone.
Toma.
Question, Jack. Why'd you quit?
But I answered that question already.
Yeah, but I want the real reason.
I stopped believing in lies. Including my own.
Clearback has provided you quality water products for over 50 years. Clearback stands for integrity, value, quality. Your body is over 70% water. Over 70%. You deserve the best water possible.
The kid was my assistant last summer. Okay, how the hell did he get to Toronto?
Whatever. He just blew his brains out in front of my sister at a press conference, Tony.
Okay, Bruce, you should never have authorized the use of force here.
I didn't.
Then who did?
General Aguila. He said he had no choice.
That's bullshit. I saw it happen. It was murder, Bruce.
Aguila is a general for the Ecuadorian army. He's not an officer or an employee of Clearbeck. We are not guilty of anything. I'm saddened and disgusted as to what happened down there, but we are not to blame.
Yeah, so then what?
Damage control.
Damage control.
Yes.
Do you understand that it was more than just a few villagers? It was hundreds of people, Bruce.
Even though Clearbeck is innocent, we can't let our South African partners find out what really happened down there, all right? It's best for the company. Tony, I'll call you back.
Call me back.
How are you? Oh, Jesus, are you all right?
What happened in Ecuador?
I'm so sorry you had to see that. We pulled a file on that kid. He was a nutcase. He was working for an anti-government rag magazine. He infiltrated our Ecuadorian offices.
I listened to a tape he left for me.
The tape?
What did we do down there?
We have interests in Ecuador, you know that.
Interests, yes. A boy doesn't blow his head off over interests.
We're an international company. We can't possibly make everyone happy all the time. It gets complicated. It's best you don't get involved.
Don't get involved in our own company. The company that our father built.
Morgan, you do lunches. You do ribbon cuttings. You do fundraisers. You do bad marriages. I'm sorry. You should go home. Clean yourself up. Okay. Sorry. What happened in Ecuador needs to be contained, Doug.
Believe me, Bruce, I know that. None of these events can be traced back to Clearbeck at any cost.
Right.
Now, Tony was shaken up, but I think he will be all right. But, from what I just heard, I'm afraid your sister might be a problem.
What are you suggesting?
Morgan needs to be deflected.
Goldman Brothers, line 2. You gotta take it.
Bobby, how are you?
How the hell do you expect me to get this close? Have you seen what's coming about Clearbeck since that kid blew his brains out?
That kid was a nut job, Robert.
The press is all over it, Bruce. It's completely killing the financing.
We have to close by the end of next week, otherwise South Africa pulls out. That's the scheduled close.
You want to be closed by the end of next week, then our fees just double.
Does that mean we're not playing squash on Saturday?
You'll have a new deal memo in an hour. I want it signed and executed back today.
Fine.
And if anything else like this happens, Bruce, we're out of this deal.
Bye-bye.
I have no idea how many were killed. Hundreds. They burned the bodies, the evidence. Some got away. I did. Were they infected? Did they survive? I don't know. I pray that Francisco Francis made it out. Francis is a great man. They jailed him, beat him, tried to kill him, but he keeps rising up. He is witness to what happened. He will tell the truth. If he is alive, you must help him. May God have mercy on you if you don't.
Jason, I made you your favorite breakfast. If you're not gonna eat it, then you might as well go to your room.
What's going on?
I don't know. He's not eating. Just staring at the clock.
What's wrong with the clock?
Nothing.
Since when is he not eating?
A couple of days.
How come you haven't told me?
I've been trying to. You don't know, he's so frustrating. I mean,
Baron. You were the one who wanted to move out of here off the grid.
I know.
And deal with his issues.
I can't do it by myself.
You are not by yourself.
Yes, I am. You're here, but you're not here. I feel it. And Jason sure as hell feels it more than I do.
I know.
You need to spend some time with him. Quality time. Jack. Just be with him. Spend more time with your son. Please.
Bruce, listen to me. I've been thinking about this, okay? Please. We gotta help these people. We can't just leave them. We have to call in World Health. They can contain the typhus. Tony, if we call in the WHO, that's like sending out a press release, saying that Clearbeck caused the typhus outbreak. If that happens, the government of South Africa will pull out of the deal for sure.
You think that South African deal justifies what Avila did?
No, I don't. But he said it was a disaster beyond imagination. That what he did was the only way to contain the typhus outbreak.
And you believe him, right?
We have a company to run. I have shareholders to report to. Now we have to do the right thing. What the hell happened to our filtration system down there?
The river flooded. Okay? That's what happened.
Well, we've tested for that extensively.
The sewers backed up. And then rats were infesting the town.
The market will crucify us if this ever gets out.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know anymore. You tell me. What's the official story?
The truth. He broke into our filtration plant and sabotaged the system. That's what caused the typhus outbreak. The army came in to apprehend him. Francis and his men fired back. The army returned fire. There were casualties, period. End of story. How'd they gotten to Francis?
The guy's hiding up in the mountains somewhere.
All right, Tony. You do whatever you can to help those people down there. But please, keep a lid on it.
You wanna go help me stack some firewood? Come on.
I heard you crying last night, Mommy. Why were you crying? Because Mommy saw something that made her feel sad.
My sister called me. She said she's being followed.
She's been online trying to figure out what really happened in Ecuador.
You tapped into her computer.
Yes.
Never authorized you to do that.
Well, I apologize, Bruce. I didn't think you'd object. She's on our system, and we have responsibilities. We both have to answer to the board of directors.
This is a flavor of the week. She'll lose interest in a second.
I don't agree. I think this really has her going. She made an appointment with Tom Del Monte about this.
Her lawyer?
Yes. I think we should call in Torrance. I don't know. There's a lot of things in this situation which could use special handling. We should call in Tor now.
Did you listen to the tape?
Yes.
Were you able to make arrangements to send money to the Weiss family?
I'm sorry, we couldn't locate any relatives at all.
I need to find out what happened down there.
Clearbeck does have legitimate interest in South America, Morgan.
Look, the boy stuck a gun in his mouth and blew his brains out in front of me. I think something ugly's been covered up.
And I think that you should not get involved.
Can you find me someone to send down there?
You serious? There's one of our investigators in Washington that might be helpful. I could speak to him. I'll get back to you.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. It's Calder. We have a situation. ID number 237-418-665.
I understand your South African deal's in jeopardy.
That's why I'm calling you.
Well, you should have called earlier.
We have some problem areas. And I think Morgan Swinton may be one of them.
She and Bruce really close.
Well, they're siblings, but if push comes to shove, I imagine Bruce will do what he has to do.
Send me what you have on this. Send me everything.
I was in South America a long time. I never saw anything like this. This is a serious mess. We have to make this disappear.
Yeah,
Do you eat much these days, Jack?
not really.
Some civilian wants something checked out in Ecuador. Good money.
You take it.
Still got a price my head down there. Take a flight, look around, fly back home, file a report, pick up a nice check.
What's the matter? I don't think so.
You cannot run it, Jack. You ought to know that by now.
I don't like you, Clive.
No, you don't like anybody who knows what you did.
Come on, let's get this on. Come on.
You forget. It was for a good cause.
It wasn't for a cause, it was for vested interest.
Take the job.
I got a family now.
Your marking time.
I've already hung up, Clive.
Hey, you're leaving earlier and earlier.
I have a lot of work to do.
I listen to your show every night, Jack. You know that? I lie in bed and I listen to it until I fall asleep. It's the next best thing to having you beside me. I'm always amazed at how much you give to complete strangers.
It's part of the show.
I wish you'd bring more of the show home. What is it, Jack? What are you looking for?
Like the show says.
Yeah. Well, maybe the truth is right here.
You're always the smartest girl in the room. Gotta go. Jason ate a little bit with me today. Just a little bit.
I don't care what you say. I think it was stupid.
I disagree. It wasn't stupid. It was an impassioned choice, a sacrifice.
My father always told me there is nothing worth laying your life down for.
I disagree.
You don't know what you're talking about.
What is life without freedom?
You're still alive.
Is freedom worth dying for?
No, it is not.
That's the question. This is Jack Bogosian. Good night and good morning.
Jack? Jack Bogosian?
Yes.
I'm Morgan Swinton.
Yes, I know. I saw you on the news.
You have a moment? I need to talk with you. The village was quarantined, and many people, perhaps hundreds, died or were executed for corporate protection. Clearbeck may be implicated. I need someone to go down there and find out what happened. And you come highly recommended. I'm told you are very familiar with that part of the world,
I've already said no.
and I'm asking you to reconsider. There may be survivors, witnesses to
what happened. If there are, I need you to bring them back here.
And then what?
I'll go public. I'll stop them from doing that deal in South Africa because you know what they'll do down there.
Bleed it dry. I'll be left by to suck an elephant through a straw.
I'll pay you very well, Mr. Bogosian. 50,000 before you travel down to Ecuador if you come back with witnesses. Another 200,000. All expenses paid, including private air travel.
Wasn't your father the founder of Clearback?
Yes.
Why are you doing this?
My father taught me everything has a price, but not everything should be for sale. Ever seen a boy blow his brains out in front of you?
Unfortunately.
Clearback was a good company, Mr. Bogosian. Listen to this recording. It mentions a name. Francisco Francis. That name mean anything to you?
A very bad form of typhus emerged in the town. Francisco Francis broke into the Inagua office. Clearback's own report stated what was happening and how they were involved. They had orders to find Francis and kill any residents that were trying to get out. No one knew what to do with the sick and the dying. They began to execute everyone.
I was offered $250,000 to take a job in South America.
$250,000. Who would offer you that?
Her name is Morgan Swinton. She's a major shareholder in Clearback, the water company. Her father founded the company and her brother Bruce runs it.
It's been a long time since you've been out in the field, Jack. You don't have to do this.
Listen to me. There was a name on the CD. There was a name mentioned. Francisco.
Who?
Francisco Francis. He was responsible for organizing a peasant revolt in South America. They were protesting the privatization of water and land rights and industrial pollution. It became quite militant, and he was labeled an eco-terrorist.
You knew him.
If he's alive, and if he's in trouble, I need to help him.
Why?
I owe him.
For what?
You know, I can't tell you that. It's best you don't know.
My God, what did you do down there?
Just think of the money.
If you need to do this,
I need your blessing.
then do it. Do it. But don't do it for us.
It's the same thing.
This is Jack Bogosian. Somewhere along the line, we decided to turn the 7 deadly sins into virtues. Greed, gluttony, anger.
Hello?
Yes, this is Jack Bogosian.
Run.
Thank you.
Don't thank me yet. I need the $250 up front.
All up front.
Yes, for my family. And any unforeseen expenses. My advice is to keep a low profile and stay away from your brother.
My brother would never harm me.
Can't guarantee that. I'll get back to you to finalize arrangements. arrive in Quito tomorrow.
Who are you looking for now?
Myself. Gotta go. I'll call you.
Okay.
What's the matter, Jim? Come on, walk me to the truck. I want to talk to you. Come on.
You get the door for me? You got it? Good boy.
Come here, I want to talk to you. You know, Daddy's got to go away on this trip. So you got to be the man of the house, right? You got to take care of Mom, all right? And no matter what happens, you're going to be my son forever. Right? Nothing can ever change that.
And I'm gonna be your dad forever. Right?
Yeah, forever.
Now look. See this? Look at that. Who's there? You and Mom, that's right. And I'm gonna have you guys with me all the time. And I'm gonna place you right here next to my heart, okay? I have you with me all the time. And nothing can ever happen to me. This is Jack Bogosian. Somewhere along the line, we decided to turn the 7 deadly sins into virtues. Greed, gluttony, anger, avarice.
Mr. Bogosian has been instructed not to answer that question for the sake of national security.
This is a matter of national security. I am instructing you to answer the question.
I will remove Mr. Bogosian from this hearing before I instruct him to answer.
Did you lie under oath, Mr. Bogosian?
Don't answer that question, Jack.
The CIA has no standing in this hearing.
Please answer the question, Mr. Bogosian. Did you lie under oath?
Yes. I lied. Welcome to Quito, Mr. Shore. Come on up. I got something to show you. Thank you. Welcome to my home. Come on. Close the door. Miguel said you might need a little bit of protection, so... You pick. Come on, let's get out of here. I'll give you a good price. Let's go. Eunice, entierra eso, que me voy. What's your hurry? I'm gonna get you there on time. Give me the keys. You don't want me to drive? No. I'm your guy. Get in the car. Good. That way I can keep drinking. You're lucky you know my friend Miguel. Says you two worked together before. Says I can trust you. He said I can trust you. I'm very good at what I do, my friend. So you work both sides, then? Yeah, but only one at a time, okay? Man of principles. I'm a professional. You pay me, I work for you. And I'm the only one that knows where they're at. I got smugglers that work the mountains for me. They see a lot of things. Now tell me this one thing, then. What? Francisco Francis. Is he alive? For now, yeah. I arranged a backup vehicle like you asked. So para Esmeralda. It's the old slave town. It's gonna be a quick extraction. We'll find Francis, we're in, and we're out. I know you have a plane waiting. But what if Francis doesn't want to go with you? What then, my friend? And he won't survive.
South Africa has over 50 million people. We'll be running the entire water system, and we're in negotiations with Greece.
Greece is going to privatize water?
Yes.
Look, I've been hearing nasty rumors about Clearback.
Our reputation as an international provider of high-quality water service is impeccable.
Yeah, right. I'll send you my story.
Send it to me before it goes to print. Thanks, man. You're late. You have docs to sign.
Not signing anything until I get some answers about Ecuador. Wouldn't mind a coffee, though.
Tracy, coffee, straight up. Morgan, this deal with South Africa is huge. We are going to own every drop that country's got.
Wow. That'll certainly drive up the profits, won't it, people?
Come sign these.
Ah, that'll be my arm.
Hang on. All right.
When was the last time you brought the kids up to the lake house like Dad did with us?
I want you to listen to me. I have power over your bank accounts, your estate, and your stocks. That's the way Dad set this up.
Then I can have that cheese.
No, you can't.
Oh.
Can't. Your well-being is inextricably linked to the well-being of Clearback. You have to sign these papers. You need to sign these papers.
No, you need me to sign these papers. I have to have a cup of coffee. Thank you.
Yes.
Morgan just hired Jack Bogosian to go to Ecuador.
Morgan's hired someone to go to Ecuador?
Not just someone. Jack Bogosian.
Who's Jack Bogosian?
That's correct, Jimmy. I'm sending you an extensive file on him right now.
Jack Bogosian.
That's correct.
I understand what they call it.
Thank you, General.
The Army's controlling access to the area where my men have seen him. Give them a little bit of money and they'll let us move through. So, around here, just let me do the talking, okay? I know how to handle these maniacs.
Listen, if he asks you who I am, tell him I'm a Canadian nature photographer.
You have a camera?
No.
Could be a problem. Comandante, ¿cómo anda usted? Mire, él es un fotógrafo canadiense. Queremos subir arriba a la loma y tirarle fotos a la naturaleza tan bella de Ecuador.
No se puede pasar.
No vehicles allowed at this point.
Ask him how long it would be on foot to the bird sanctuary.
Bird sanctuary. ¿Cuánto se demoraría ir a pie? A pie, ¿cuánto se demora?
Como un día y medio.
Day and a half.
Ask him if he would be so kind if we leave him our Jeep and let us pass through on foot.
Usted puede ser tan bueno para dejar, nosotros dejamos el jeep y usted no lo cuida.
Claro, se lo cuido.
Entonces, pues, yes.
Okay, tell him thank you very much to come get your stuff.
Muchas gracias, comandante.
Thank you.
Siempre.
¿Puedo buscar mis cosas?
Siempre,
Su
siempre.
permiso, gracias.
Get him out of the road. Okay. Quédese taika.
Morning, Bruce. Some liabilities close to home have developed.
With my sister?
Now, Tony Green.
Tony.
He's going to the press. He already set up a meeting with a reporter.
Are you crazy? Huh? You can't do that. You cannot shoot soldiers here. This is General Aguila's area. And then you leave a witness behind?
Too late.
Yeah, too late. Yeah, too late for me.
General, 3 de nuestros hombres fueron encontrados muertos cerca de Cartagena. Los cuerpos los arrojaron a la orilla del camino y presentan 3 disparos cada uno.
Maldiciente, un cabrón. Ese debe ser nuestro hombre. Encuentra el jeep y manténme informado.
Sí, general.
Top of that bridge. That's it. They're up there.
That's a Richie.
What are you doing? Go ahead.
I don't climb at night.
Good evening, Mr. Green. Would you mind terribly if I called you Tony? Or would you prefer Antonio?
Yeah, I would prefer you call me by my goddamn name. I'm Anthony Green, American. Cut me loose, Chief, will you?
Who was your meeting with, Mr. Green?
I had no meeting. My meeting's with you.
It's our understanding you were scheduled to meet with a member of the press unfriendly to our cause.
Yeah, what were you a cause? That's what you call it?
It is my duty to protect my country, Mr. Green.
Okay, let me tell you something about your understanding. It's based on a misunderstanding, because I didn't meet with any reporter.
What an unfortunate answer, Mr. Green. As we say, la cagaste, ñañito. For I have already met with a reporter. This only confirms our suspicions about you.
No.
My men will take care of you from here.
The reason this happened is because too many people have too much. And too many people have too little. So this is not over, by any means.
I agree with you. Vaya con Dios.
Hey! Hey, man! I am an American! I'm an American! You can't do this to me!
Yes, sir.
Your associate seems to be missing.
Well, if you find him, have him give me a call.
I will. We have located your Jack Bogosian.
There is $1 million for you if you could dissuade Francisco Francis and Jack Bogosian from leaving Ecuador.
Oh, Mr. Calder, I believe they're worth $1 million each.
I think you're right.
This is Jack Bogosian. You're on the air.
I was hoping we could talk about eternity, Jack.
In what sense?
Do you think that there's some aspect of ourselves that lives on, beyond this life?
Yes. In the example we leave.
What do you mean by that?
In the example you leave behind, good or bad, that's what's remembered.
How do you want to be remembered, Jack?
Well, I've done some things that I'm not proud of. And will never be forgotten. That are impossible to forgive. But I'm trying to do my best to make amends and catch up. And do my part. Thanks for the call. You all right? Hold up. Put your gun down. Put your gun down!
Hey, basta ya!
Está bien, está bien. Párate. Levántate. Levántate. Come on. No te culpa. Está bien.
You'll get your money by next Friday, Kwaku.
I must tell you, if this is forced a referendum, we cannot deliver on our agreement. If this is not settled next Friday, it may well go to referendum.
Rest assured, we'll be closed next week.
My associates and I have always felt Quebec was the most qualified company with which to work.
Good.
But we've been hearing some very unfavorable rumors regarding Quebec and Ecuador.
Oh, it's nothing to worry about.
There are many companies we can do this deal with, Bruce.
Rest assured, we'll be closed.
Good. We'll be awaiting your payment.
Roberto Shore de Canada. What is your real name?
Jack.
Jack Bogosian.
What brings you to these mountains, Jack Bogosian?
I came looking for the survivors of the attack at Taika.
Why? To what end?
The people I work for. They want the world to know the wrong that was done here. And the people who did it charged.
It's never gonna happen. Quebec pays millions and millions of dollars to the politicians here.
They can be stopped.
Okay. Well, I admire your spirit.
Were you at Taika?
Yes, I was. There was a massacre there.
I'm aware. What brought you there?
My father lived in Taika. We were visiting him when the typhus broke.
I went to the offices of Inagua to get some answers. I had none. So I broke in at night, and I got many answers. Oficialmente, yo soy terrorista. They say that I poisoned the water. They say that I attacked the army. Neither is true. It's a lie.
I believe you. Let me help you, Francisco.
Jesus, trae la comida.
Thank you.
So how do you know my name, Jack?
You were the founder and the leader of La Via Campesina.
I didn't lead them well. The movement almost died underneath me. I learned that nothing grows out of barrel cut but violence. And that Mao was wrong and Gandhi is right.
You said you found answers when you broke into the offices of Inagua.
Quebec's filtration system is what caused the typhus.
You have proof.
I have the records. I downloaded them. I have them over here.
Then come with me. Be a witness against Clearback. Tell your story.
Francisco.
Come with me. Francisco.
No confío en él. No lo conocemos.
Está bien. Tengo que contárselo a alguien. Okay? My wife, she doesn't trust you.
I know.
She thinks that our family won't be safe.
Is your family safe here? How long can they live like this?
How long can anyone live? The answer's always the same until we die.
Come with me. We will stop Clearback from doing what they did here in other countries.
How do you know they listen to us?
You have to trust me. Francisco. You must trust me. You must trust me!
Perdóname, perdí el control. Tuve que hacerlo, perdí mi familia.
Comparto tu dolor. Mi dolor. No entiendo.
I'm not trusting you. Thank you. Escucha tu madre. Tengo que volver. Come on, let's go. Let's move. Move. Get in the game. We gotta go back. What?
Tiene que volver. Tiene que ayudarlos, si no ellos van a morir.
We must not go back up there. Please, please, take care of my family, por favor. Something happens to you, the truth will not get out. She has the truth. Keep moving downhill.
Jesús, ven, toma. Vamos.
Vete para allá, vete para allá. No me grites, no me grites. Ready? Shoot the kill. Got it? Yeah. Wait for my first shot. Va a estar bien.
Okay, get him out of here.
Tú tienes
Get
que
him out of
ir.
here. Llévesela.
Va a estar bien. Ayúdala.
Coge, llévatela eso. Ve con Dios. Francisco, your family, let's go. Let's move.
Vamos, rápido.
Francisco, we gotta move. Vamos, vamos.
Vamos.
It's all clear up there. Okay, let's stop and we'll head out in a bit. Francisco, may I sit for a moment? There's something you need to know. I worked for the CIA in South America.
I see.
I'm the man responsible for sending you to prison.
Well then, I'm indebted to you.
You don't understand.
When I went to prison, changed the way I thought. Wrote this book, Presence Was Born. I published it on the Press of News.
You wrote Presence is Born. That book was very successful. It was a bestseller.
Yes, I gave all the rights to that book to Nadia Campesina.
You regret that?
No. Nadia Campesina is 150 million people strong. It's a movement of peasants and farmers who are fighting, unlike me, peacefully for the integrity of the land and the water, and for the needs of all their children
and the children to come. You have children?
I have a boy. His name is Jason. You will be my son forever and ever.
And with that will my sons born. Estamos juntos. Por siempre. Para siempre.
Sí. Nothing will ever change that.
Nothing.
I'm sorry, my friend.
It's a gift. It's a gift to me.
We need to move on.
I have a vehicle waiting for us up here.
Buenas cosas.
Francisco, let's go. We have to get out of here.
The people down here regard you a hero. They call you Francisco Francis.
I was born in San Francisco.
You received your PhD in environmental studies, came down here with Greenpeace to South America, and now you're serving 11 years in a very tough prison.
Yes.
How did you become involved in the South American water wars that resulted in you becoming incarcerated?
How could I not get involved? It became illegal for farmers to collect rainwater because Clearbeck owned all the water rights in the whole country. It's like saying, I own God.
Do you have any regrets about what you did and being here today?
I regret the violence. I regret not having enough knowledge to make the proper choices that would have helped the people. I regret that.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello?
Mom, it's for you.
Yes, this is Jack.
I found Francisco Francis.
Oh. Yes. Is he...
He's alive. Listen very carefully. I need you to call the number I gave you. Tell him there are 4 people coming in. I'm gonna text you the names, confirm you receive them, forward, and delete. You got that?
And... Hello? Jack.
Yes. Well, looks like you're gonna get your money's worth. When that plane lands, we've got to prevent Bogosian from bringing Francis anywhere where we could cause any more damage. Because, Bruce, if we don't, we're finished. We've gone too far, Doug. Too far. Bruce, listen to me. Francisco Francis has many enemies. Violent people who will stop at nothing to eliminate him. They hired an assassin, Tor. The assassin will kill Jack Bogosian and Francisco Francis. Our security will kill the assassin because they're there protecting Morgan. And Morgan will still be a liability.
Am I your enemy now, Bruce?
No. But what you're doing will bring down Clearback, Morgan.
Maybe Clearback deserves to be brought down.
You're forgetting all the good that we have done. You're forgetting those thousands of towns and villages that we provided water for that otherwise wouldn't have had it. You're forgetting about all the lives of the children that we saved.
No, I'm not. And I'm not forgetting about Ecuador either.
I'm sorry that happened, Diane. But you're forgetting to look at the big picture. We have to move on. We have to move forward. There's just too much at stake.
Too much what? When is it enough, Bruce?
I can't believe you of all people who say that.
Do you remember what Daddy used to say? It's never too late to do the right thing.
Bruce, Golden Brothers on 2.
Robert.
I thought you'd like to know you're funded. You have the $2 billion for your South African friends.
Thank you. Yes.
Hello?
Are you there? We're funded. What do you want me to do, Bruce?
What about your sister?
What do you want me to do about Morgan, Bruce?
Okay.
Pigeons just past the clock tower outside the airport. Tor, you'll take the kill shots from the roof.
Okay. Gotta get out of here.
How's the flight?
Pretty good. Thank you.
Good. Tell me when back.
Yes, sir.
Our subjects are Bogosian, Francis, and Morgan Swinton.
They're on their way.
Got it. We're green. Everyone, we're green. Go to the roof. When Tor takes them out, I need you to kill him. Plant the cell phone on when there's 43 calls to Aguilar. That should be a good enough connection.
Yeah.
Go. Is this your service, Jack? Is this your mission? I guess you can call it that.
take the shot. Tor, take the shot.
Tor, take the shot.
What the hell's going on? Take the shot. Tor, take the shot.
Ecuador.
Tor's turn. I repeat, Tor's turn. Man, take him out. Hurry up.
These are the pledge holder agreements. I'll get Raymond to notarize. And Goldwyn wants to be included.
Get out!
Amateur footage. In suits and armed with automatic weapons, began a gun battle after a near collision between two vehicles.
Yes, Bruce. This is salvageable. Francis is the only one whose testimony can possibly hurt us in court.
He's in the hospital. I will personally pay him a visit.
This is not acceptable, Doug! Bruce, I will protect our company, our employees, our shareholders, and you.
I will fix this.
Any leads on the cause of today's show? A local hospital reports Francisco Francis, an eco-terrorist who's... As a majority shareholder in Clearbeck, I promise a full investigation would happen in Ecuador. Thank you. Thank you all.
Oh, talk to you later. Like no sugar. You listen well. Thank you. Why'd you do it? It's hard to find good radio talk shows these days, huh? The wind. It blew in your favor, Jack. You know, it's not over. While Calder's still walking around out there. You call it. Heads or tails? Yeah, this is account number 3714826.
Yes, sir. How can we help you?
I need a G5, please.
Departing when, sir?
I should be ready for wheels up in about 3 hours.
Yes, sir. Destination?
Call back.
Really? You think we can't handle this, Jack? There are 1,000 ways to spin this. Francis is a terrorist. You're lunatic fringe, Jack, you know that? You hear me? You made shit like this disappear 100 times. What, you think we can't? Well, we can. We can, Jack.
Let me tell you how this is gonna work. Before your skin starts to blister, you're gonna smell something. You're gonna smell your hair, your eyebrows as they begin to burn. And your eyes, they're gonna ooze. They're gonna run like broken egg yolks.
I know what you did. I saw what you did. You're not... You are not better than me, Jack. We are exactly alike. Take a look at yourself, Jack. We are exactly alike. I know who you are.
Excuse me, sir. Did you say golf bag?
You heard right. In a golf bag outside the house. His name is Doug Calder. He's the man responsible for the shootout today on Front Street. This is Jack Bogosian, and for those of you just tuning in, you are listening to the new daytime version of The Truth. Today, I have with me the great honor to have Francisco Francis, the founder of La Via Campesina movement, who brought to light the atrocities committed by Clearbeck in Ecuador. Francisco, the floor is yours.
Thank you for having me, Jack. The reason that the Clearbeck incident is so horrible is that it exposes the lengths to which corporate interests will go in order to protect themselves.
Absolutely. We'd like to hear your thoughts. Next caller, please. Hello, this is Jack Bogosian. You're on the air.
Hi, Jack. This is Jeff.
Hello, Jeff.
What's gonna happen to Clearbeck now?
Well, Morgan Swinton is the major shareholder in Clearbeck, and she has promised to pave a new moral path for the company. Her brother, Bruce Swinton, has been indicted for conspiracy to commit murder.
The guy's already out on bail. He's got all the money in the world. You know how the system works, Jack. No client's guilty until they run out of money.
Well said. Thanks for the call.
No, Jack, I think that the important thing to realize here is that the water deal in South Africa has been stopped. Just as it was stopped in Paraguay. Just as it should be stopped everywhere. We are talking about a natural resource. A natural resource that should be controlled by the government for the people. Not by the private entity whose major interests are to maximize profit. We have individuals who can't even afford to buy a piece of bread. And now they won't even be able to afford drinking a glass of water. This is something that cannot occur. This is something that we have to stop.
You're listening to Francisco Francis on The Truth. Next caller.
I just want to know what the hell makes people like Swinton step over the line the way he did.
We all have demons. Each of us.
Now, come on, Bruce Swinton was greedy. He just wanted more and more.
It's not only about greed, it's about many things. Fear, selfishness.
Are you excusing him, Jack? Is that what you're doing?
It's just not that simple. I'm not defending him, I'm not excusing him, nor am I excusing myself.
You know, Jack, sometimes we do things that are difficult for us to let go of. Surrendering control, even of the thought that we can judge or forgive ourselves. All the things that we've done, all the things that we carry in our past, they only add up to this moment. Hi.
Where are you?
I'm at the lake house.
Even violence. Not violence itself is not the absence of fighting the enemy. It's the ability to fight the deeds of the enemy, not the human being.
The lake house?
And I know that what you have done has opened up a road to save thousands and thousands of people.
God, we used to come here a lot when we were kids, didn't we?
Yeah.
It's a little chilly, but it's beautiful as ever.
You taught me how to swim there.
You have brought light to a situation that was in the dark.
Bruce, I'm on my way.
You saved countless amounts of people, and for that I'm very, very thankful to you, Jack Bogosian.
What?
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Bruce?
At the end of the day, all we can do is search for the truth, learn from it, and most importantly, defend it. So on behalf of myself and Francisco Francis, I am Jack Bogosian, and you're listening to The Truth. Good night, and make it a good day.
Thanks for having me.
I myself, I'm going home, and that's a good place to start.
Beyond the ideas of wrongdoings and rightdoings is a field. I'll meet you there.